Eruption Path Lava Serpent is probably one of the most brain dead paths in the entire game. It does an unholy amount of damage, but would you guys believe me if I told you that barely anybody in Top Shime actually uses this? And it's probably one of the worst paths in the entire game, or maybe not the worst, but it's just not that good. In this video, I'm going to be going over that, but before that, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. March 30th is my birthday, and I'm trying to hit 3,000 subscribers by then, so if you guys could help me out, that would be greatly appreciated. And let's get right into it. Alright guys, so pretty much like the Eruption Path is one of the oldest paths in DEEPWOKEN, and I'm pretty sure this is actually the oldest path in DEEPWOKEN, coming out during the verse 1 of the game, and since then it's fundamentally remained the same. It's seen a few like patches and rebuffs and debuffs here and there, but overall it's pretty much the same path and the same fundamentals. And the way that it actually works is you get damage off by using this path to explode and ragdoll your opponents over the burning pools of lava. Typically, of course, what will actually happen is that they'll get flung away and it won't do that much damage. However, in the clip that you saw at the start, I actually got wall comboed, and if you land something like that, you're basically going to be shredding their HP quite fast, especially with the deep firing. However, generally speaking, in ganks and in a chime environment, most of the time nobody's really just going to be standing there and letting you combo them, right? Like, obviously it does have some true combos, like Fireblade into Flame Scourge, while their ragdoll is a pretty much true combo. I think they might be able to get out of it, or they sometimes get ragdoll too far, but you know, you can still land it, right? However, typically you're not really going to be one-shotting anyone unless it is a wall combo and your build is crazy. That's why normal Flame Charm is generally just better, because you don't need to do anything other than just hit them with a mantra, leave them burned, and it'll just get your damage off like that. One of the things that makes this path stand out are the talents. It has a couple of talents, but one of the most notable ones is Molten Defense. Whenever you get guard broken, you unleash an eruption which pushes your opponent back and damages them. You're basically punishing them for your mistake. It's got a super low cooldown, and if you're a competent player that won't get guard broken in like 2 seconds, 2 times in a row, you can easily avoid 90% of combos. There's also the legendary floor is lava, which I explained earlier in the video, which is basically just lava pools whenever you activate eruptions, and this is a necessity, especially on Eruption Path, because without it you won't really be doing that much damage. And you can also get Azure Flames on top of that, and that'll make your eruptions even bigger, as you guys can see in this clip. That's not all though, guys. You can actually pair this up with a monster mantra you get from the Mecha Sharko, as you can see in this clip. And with the Eruption Path, here I'm actually Blossom, but if you land any of those, what's actually going to happen is you're going to get exploded. Kaido Roar, I'm pretty sure, also sometimes triggers eruptions. This guy has the eruptions triggering on his what's it called, uphill, so all the flame launchers also trigger eruptions. So comboing with Eruption Path is actually insanely easy, and there's a bunch of cheeses. Like, for example, this guy has the Frost Cage mantra with Ice Eruption, and in this, if I actually get hit by his eruptions and I have to sit in the lava pool, I could very easily get one-shot comboed. Eruption Path, generally speaking, in my opinion, needs a rework, because right now, if you're a good enough player, you're just not going to get hit in it, and that's why you don't really see it in Top Chime anymore. And in the lower elos, it's kind of just a spam cheese thing, and even then, I don't really see it as much. The last time I used it, during the elo reset, or like before the elo reset, I actually used it to climb back up to top 250, and since then, I haven't been on it, and I haven't really seen it much. Like, this clip is actually pretty old. It was like, I think, a bit before the chime reset as well. This build has since been wiped as well. But basically, Eruption Path, in my opinion, needs a rework, guys, because Eruption Path right now is only really usable for cheese builds. And besides for that, if you're competent and if you're actually like, let me put a scenario, right? Let's say we're in a gank and I'm trying to hit somebody with this. What is going to stop them from literally just running away from me? Like in Chime, it's like a small area, right? Or a generally small area. But if it's at Etris, I'm never going to be able to combo. And that's why you don't really see this in ganks. The only time I've actually seen this in ganks is with like a Dread Path, Dread Serpent cheese build. Like, I've never seen a normal build with this. If you guys want a solid Eruption Path build, I got one in my Discord server, discord.gg/batslc. But I'm just going to end the video off here, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you had an amazing day, and goodbye.